speaking Greek. All right, and then it says what? He says he adopted Greek ideas and practices. So he was doing Greek practices. You know, that's 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 what it means. Because why? The Greeks, that Greco-Roman period. The Hellenist period was a heavy period among Jake. Man. We read I had the brother to read in Second Maccabees, the sixth chapter, that it wasn't legal. It wasn't legal for you to profess yourself to be a Jew. You couldn't call yourself an Israelite. All right. So if you was calling yourself an Israelite during that time, what do you think the Greeks was doing? What do you think the Edomites was doing? They was putting Jake to death. When you read into the Maccabees, like the woman and her children, they was doing all manner of shit to Jake, man. That's why I always tell people this. I'm gonna go on lessons. When I go into the history. When I go into history, you can really see when the events take place. You can see the shit they was doing to Jake. Cause they was burning Jake, all kind of shit, torturing him. This is what Esau was doing. He was torturing a lot of Israelites. All right, just like they doing slavery during this time. They would torture you, and then what's the movie? Roots beat the nationality about you. All right, beat the Kunta Kinte about him, made him call himself Tony. That's what that's hey. They beat Israel. They beat Israel about us. And let's call ourselves Puerto Rican and Negro and Mexican and Haitian and West Indian and Native American and Cuban and Dominican, Panamanian, Chilean, Uruguayan. All right. That's what Esau did, man. That's Psalms 83. Go to Psalms 83. That's what Esau did to us, man. First things first, when we went into slavery, what he doing? Making us put down our nationality by the force of the sword, which is Esau's blessing. Start at the top.
Book of Psalms 83 verse 1. Keep not thou silence, O God. O Most High. Hold not thy peace, and be not still. O power. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and have consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them up from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more remembrance.
Yeah, so when you see like Jake waking up to the fact that they're Israelites, well, they know they're Israelites, But for a long time, Jake was walking around calling themselves by the names on this side right here, like the names I was just calling out: Negro, Puerto Rican, Mexican, Haitian, Native American, Cuban, Dominican, so on and so forth. All right, that's them coming against us and cutting us off from being a nation. Then they separate us. All right? Separating us, putting us against one another. All right? Putting the so-called Puerto Ricans against the so-called Negro. Putting the Mexicans against the so-called Puerto Ricans. And so on and so forth. Well, we brothers. We're brothers, man. And some of you Israelites out there hold that to your mind dearly to this day. You look at your own brother like you're different. No, the only thing different about you is that you're from your prospective tribe. But you're an Israelite, though. We one family, man. This is Ezekiel 37th chapter. That's it on there, huh? Well, matter of fact, go on, keep reading. Keep reading. It mentions the nations.
Verse 5. For they have consulted together with one consent.
Yeah, one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
Mm-hmm.
The tabernacles.
And a league against thee. Yeah, go ahead.
The tabernacles of Edom.
Number one on the hit list.
And the Ishmaelites.
Woo! Ishmael, you gonna get it, man. Keep going, huh?
Of Moab.
Moab, you got it coming.
And the Hagarenes.
The Hagarenes, you got it coming.
Gibbo.
The Bia.
And Ammon.
Uh-oh, Ammon. Woo-wee, boy.
And Amalek.
Amalek, uh-oh.
The Philistines.
Ooh, that's the central bankers today, the small hatters. Ooh. Boy, it's gonna be a lot of ooh. I don't think my foot will ever get tired in the kingdom ever, boy. You want to dance right now, boy? I'm telling you, man. I ain't gonna never get. Well, we gonna get tired anyway. We gonna be immortal. Ooh, a lot of payback. Go ahead.
And the Philistines.
The Philistines. The real Philistines, not the Palestinians. You go back to Ishmael, though. You got Jacob mother too at the same time. But hey, we know that they should gonna know who's who in the kingdom. All right. Keep going.
And the inhabitants of Tyre.
Go ahead.
Assur also is joined with them.
Assur. Woo. Keep going up.
They have opened the children of Lot.
Hey, when we sitting on the throne and we judge you nations, all right? Just don't say you ain't got nothing to do with it, or you know what I'm saying? You innocent of the crime, according to Scripture. All right, we're gonna pay you back according to the Lord's anger, starting with Edom, and out of Edom, the first out of Edom gonna get it is the Amalek, the chief tribe, small hatters. Ain't that a blessing? The small hatters, the same ones that finance the slave trade and act like their hands is clean. And they set up this system that you see today. All right? The number one reason why we foreign to our heritage today. Number one reason why we foreign to our heritage today, before we learn this knowledge, is because of Amalek. That's why it's gonna be a jolly good old time for us Israelites in the kingdom of heaven. You know why? They're gonna pay you nations back. It ain't just Esau gonna get it. Ain't just Esau got the worst ass kicking. You know how when you were little. I don't know how your parents were, but you know when you were little and shit, you do something wrong, You get that look of, I'm getting your ass later. Or you know how you be like, I'm gonna get you. Ooh, I'm gonna get you. That's how we think about Esau. That's how we think about Esau. I'm gonna get you, Esau. Ooh, we gonna get you. Kingdom of Heaven it's gonna be a beautiful, good old time. Because we're gonna be able to, have our way with you. All right, we're gonna be able to have our way with you.
That's what I can remember. Issachar.
Y'all the children of the kingdom. That's right. You know? But we're gonna have a jolly good old time, man, getting our payback. All right, because you having a jolly good old time. You know, you got your high places you sit. You know, you got all these riches. You oppress us. All right. The scripture say that he speaks lawfully concerning the oppression. So are we going to care when Esau's in chains and in shackles? Hell no. We ain't gonna be like, hey, we ain't gonna go down, we ain't gonna go look at our Edomite slaves and be like, hey, Esau, you all right? You want some water? I know it's hot out here. Here you go. Drink out of my system. No, hell no. Hell no. All right. Back to the original point, though. They helped us to forget our nationality because they beat and killed the father of us. Go to Jeremiah 17:4. It's very important to go into the history, go into the apocrypha, see why the Gentile mystery is man. I heard you say something that made the words about my mouth. But when you when you go into the history and you go into the Gentile subject matter, the reason why you don't understand it is because the Spirit ain't working with you. You don't know how to go into history and see why the Israelites became Gentiles, foreign to the heritage that the Lord gave us. Go to Jeremiah 17:4.
The book of Jeremiah 17, verse 4. And thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thy heritage, and that I gave thee. And
Yeah, what's our heritage? Being Hebrew Israelites. We knew that. That's what Esau. Hey, when Esau approached us, why you think he had the Hebrew translators? Why the fuck would Esau come over to the so-called Americas with Hebrew translators? All right. He had to know he's encountering the Hebrews. And I can't just say the Hebrews, the Hebrew Israelites. See? Because there's a chosen of the Hebrew line, which is the Israelites. That's why God said the Hebrew Israelites. If Esau didn't know we was Israelites, he wouldn't have had no fucking translators. And guess who he has translators? The southern kingdom of Jacob, the southern kingdom of Israelites. The ones he took down and conquered over there in Spain and stuff. They were translating for Esau of what we were saying. For those of us that have fathers that are so-called Native American, so-called Latino or Hispanic. Right? If Esau didn't know we was Israelites, he wouldn't have had done that. When he went to the land of Ham, what you call the land of Africa today, he wouldn't have named it Port Judah, Port Levi, Port Benjamin. Come on, man. Come on, Lawyer James. Come on, vocab. Everything you find in the Americas is written in what? The Hebrew. Assyrian style Hebrew. What are the northern tribes? Where do we go? Us northern tribes. Into the Syrian captivity. So it makes sense for you to find Assyrian style Hebrew here. Come on, man. It's easy. Hey, yo, it's easy when the Spirit is working with you. Like the scripture says, it's plain to him that understand it. Because why? The Spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua through the Holy Spirit is dealing with you, man. So you know how to go into history. All right? That's what it means, man. All right? That's a demon. How somebody had this shit going off? You know what I'm saying? But the Gentile subject is important because the Gentile subject is important. Yeah, they do this shit on purpose. You know, ain't nobody been over there. You know what I'm saying? Fucking idiot. But we discontinue from our heritage because of slavery. Go read Jeremiah 17:4.
And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy heritage.
Call the scripture out.
Jeremiah 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee.
All right.
And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in a land which thou know not.
Mm-hmm.
For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever.
All right, so where we discontinue from our heritage is right here in the Americas. All right, go to Hosea 1, verse 10.
Hosea 1, verse 10.
Why you think when Israelites come by, and they see us out here, they wonder what we doing? Because it's foreign to them. That's why in the book of Jude, the Lord told Jude that what? He will put us in remembrance, though we once knew this. We once knew we was Israelites, man. Read what you got out. Call out and read it.
It's the book of Isaiah 1, verse 10.
Hosea. You say Isaiah or Hosea?
Hosea. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be in the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. It shall come to pass.
Yes, so that means that we're not literally like the sand of the sea. It just means that we're many. That means a lot of us. All right, that's what that means. It's a lot of us. And when you think about it, you look at the tribes. That is a lot of us. You go on the scriptures about the Israelites. It tells you that one tribe is as a nation. So there's a lot of us, man. Think about all the kids that, or all the seed we sold within the world. You know, we love to have sex. We love to pop women. So you know how that go. I always give you gotta give a little history on that, right? When Jake go to war, what they doing? Popping the women, right? Read it again out.
It shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living God.
Right. So what a place that was told to us that we are not the Lord's people. Right here in the Americas. Because Esau kept that from us. Once we went into slavery, and then generations on down the line, they called us Gentile, like we're the actual Gentile, meaning the natural Gentiles. We're not the natural Gentiles. We're the Israelite foreign Gentiles, the Gentile Christians. Like when you look up when Paul used it, he used it for Gentile Christians. All right. Matter of fact, I quoted Jude. Go to Jude. Because when the Lord woke us back up, that's how we knew we were the sons of the living power. Starting with Abba Bivens on down. the sons of the living power. The Israelites. He's the prince of power. He's the prince of God. Come on, man. Prince of the Most High. What I call?
Jude.
Yeah, it says, therefore I will put you in remembrance.
Yeah. It's the book of Jude, 1 verse 5. I will therefore put you in remembrance. Though ye once knew this.
Yeah, that he once knew what? This knowledge. This truth. The understanding of who we are and what we are. Alright? We once knew this. Alright? The Lord put us in remembrance of ourselves, man. The scriptures say in the book of Baruch that in the land of our captivity we will remember ourselves. Are we not in captivity? Yes, we are in captivity. Why do you think we out here with this sign? This is us remembering ourselves. We out here teaching because we remember ourselves. Because why? Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah calls us to remember ourselves through the men we learned from. All right? That's what it means. Go to Ephesians 2. Ephesians 2. Ephesians 2, it's like, hello? Hello? Yeah. 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 I'm out of town, man. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta chill with my son. Yeah, I was cutting her all day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You should get. Yeah. Yeah. All right, bro. All right. It's like, Jake always wait through shit the last minute. I'm not doing that shit, man. I was cutting her all day.
What verse, huh?
It's like, I hate when they do that shit. What I call it, Ephesians 2. What is let me see. It's like I forget the verse. I ain't know that number. I was 11.
The book is Ephesians 2 verse 11. Wherefore remember that ye, being in time, past Gentiles in the flesh.
Yeah, Gentiles in the flesh, like Timothy's father. He probably, he wore a toga like a Greek. Probably had that little toga. You know what I'm saying? Eating like the Greeks, living like the Greeks. All right. Read it again.
Wherefore remember that ye, being in time, past Gentiles in the flesh.
Gentiles in the flesh.
Who are called uncircumcision.
Right. Who are called uncircumcision because why? They wouldn't keep when Paul went to Ephesus. You had Israelites. That was, like I said, they was living like the Greeks, living like the Gentiles. All right. They weren't keeping the laws, commandments, and statutes. They probably was doing other shit like eating things sacrificed unto idols. Because that's what the heathen do. All right, and that's what Esau forced Jacob to do. When you go into the history, go ahead.
But that which is called the circumcision in the flesh made by hands, that at that time ye were without Christ. Yahweh. Being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel and strangers from the covenants of promise.
See? Read that verse again.
That at that time ye were without Yahweh Shai, being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel.
Yeah, what's the alien? Foreigner. Saying that's like that's interchangeable with Gentile. Foreigner. Means the same thing. All right, go ahead.
And strangers from the covenants of promise.
Yeah, it says coming with the Israel, right? Read that part again. I didn't hear that part.
That at that time ye were without Yahushua, being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel, and strangers from the covenants of promise, having no hope, and without Yahweh in the world.
That's what it was. All right, being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel. It was. Everything was going on in Israel was foreign to you. You didn't know what was going on. You didn't know about keeping Sabbath. You had a few that did, but for the most part, the vast majority didn't. All right, they was keeping the heathens' customs. That's where that Hellene or Hellenistus come in at, man. Hellenistus. Going to that Hellenist period, Lawyer James. They refused to go into history because you know why? They cut in the spirit. Hebrews 4:12. The Most High, the word of the Most High is quick and sharper than any two-edged sword. Because when you get into history, you can easily see it's talking about Israelites. Paul's commissioned to go to the Israelites. Like I had the brother read that in Acts earlier. The Gentiles, which were the Israelite foreigners. Go to Romans 9. The Lord only made a promise to the children of Israel. He made a promise to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Those are what the fathers of the promise. Go ahead.
It's the book of Romans 9, verse 1. I say the truth in Yahushua. I lie not, my conscience also bearing me witness in the Holy Ghost, that I have great heaviness and continual sorrow in my heart. For I could wish that myself were accursed from Yahushua for my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh, who are Israelites.
Who are Israelites. All right, go ahead.
To whom pertaineth the adoption in the glory.
The adoption in the glory.
And the covenant, and the giving of the law. And the servants of Yahweh. And the promises.
And the promises. I mentioned the promises. Well, it mentioned the promises, I'm sorry. It mentions the promises in the Ephesians. Right? The strangers of the promises. Did it say that? Read 4 again. Right? Get this through your head, Lawyer James.
Who are Israelites?
Who are Israelites? So-called Negroes, so-called Native Americans, so-called Latinos, by the house of your fathers, from your respective tribe. This is for us only. The covenant was made to the nation of Israel. All right. The Lord make a covenant with you. You ain't got nothing to do with this. You're a bastard. All right. The Lord is dealing with His people, and His people only, exclusively. All right, this is an exclusive club, Esau. All right, hey, we got VIP. All right, the children of Israel gonna have VIP in the kingdom of heaven. You know, if you ever been to a club, you see people all around, but then the VIP, them the important people. That's what it means, right? Very important people, right? So we're going to be VIP. We're going to be the very important people. Hey, who everybody in the club checking out for? The people in the VIP. The ladies, when they looking in the club around, looking for the guys in the VIP. We're going to be living it up. We're going to be, the Most High going to put us on high, so we're going to live it up. You know, gotta have a little fun here and there. We're gonna be living it up, you know. You know the ladies love us already. We the most desired men on earth, man. Big, strong hunk of a guy. Jacob's sons. Yes, I'm bragging.
Who are Israelites?
Esau hate that. Hey, I walked the restaurant yesterday. It was like basically nighttime, like an hour before this restaurant closed, right? You leave the gym, you be pumped up, right? So I leave the gym, right? I go into the Iskarite restaurant, right? And they know me in there. Man, all the Iskarite Jakes know me back there, man. I come in there, it's like a fucking parade almost, you know? And I come in there motherfucker with my workout shit on. I had a tank top on. The old dog. I ain't had nothing else on but my shorts and my basketball shorts. You know what I'm saying? The whole restaurant stopped. And you had Edomites that look like, oh, what the fuck? He was Edomites coming by the door and shit. He was like, man, who's your partner? I don't got no partner. You know, how you do all that? It's motivation, bro. Motivation, you know, to want to be, you know, in the gym. That's all. But you just seen the unmanliness on Esau, because you would think women come up to me. It was mainly the Edomite men, you know. So these women, I'm just saying that I don't want to, you know, like I'm seeing the shit. I'm just showing you how, hey, Jake, we the ones, man. The men of Israel, we the desired men, man. And we are in our lower state right now still. That's why he's gonna bring this point up. Cause they know what time it is, man. They know what time it is. Like you see, when you usually see an Edomite woman get an Israelite man, she get that deep, dark, usually bald head looking Jew-like man. You know, the one that look like Wesley Snipes. Got the Michael Jordan earring with the Omar Epps goatee. Got that Ron Harper goatee with the crispy bald head. Got the fucking the blue magic touch on his head. It's all glistening. He got that big ass smile. He all pumped up and muscular and shit. These women know what time it is, man. Go ahead, you gotta look carried away. Schlock, you gotta look carried away.
Romans 9, verse 4. Who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory, and the covenants, and the giving of the law, and the service of Yahweh, and the promises, whose are the fathers